President of Chestnut Park Real Estate. Today I'd like to talk to you about the new stress testing as far as mortgages are concerned in Canada. Been some concerns and questions and uncertainties as to what the new stress tests mean for consumers. So I'd like to try and clarify some of those uncertainties. The new stress tests for mortgages came into effect at the beginning of January 2018. They now apply to what are known as conventional mortgages. You might want to ask what a conventional mortgage is. A conventional mortgage is one in which the borrower has put down 20% or more of the purchase price of a property that they're buying. The next question is how do stress tests work? The formula is actually quite simple. Basically, what the Superintendent of Financial Institutions has instituted is that people will no longer be qualified on the rates at which they're actually paying their mortgage, but at a rate determined by the new stress tests. That rate is now the 5-year benchmark rate for Canada, which is 4.99%, or it is the amount at which you are going to be paying your mortgage plus 2% if that is in fact higher than the benchmark rate, which is 4.99. So for example, if you've been qualified to pay your mortgage at 3.55% as a mortgage interest rate that you'll be paying, in fact you'll be qualified for the purposes of the stress testing at 5.5%. In other words, the rate at which you'll be paying mortgage, 3.5% plus 2%, and because that's higher than the benchmark rate of 4.99%, that's the rate at which you'll be qualified. In concrete terms, for example, if you've been qualified for a mortgage of $300,000, this is pre the new stress tests. Now applying the new stress tests, you will only qualify for a mortgage at $244,000. Quite a substantial reduction. Generally speaking, effectively borrowers' power, mortgage lending power, has been reduced by approximately 18% as a result of the new stress testing. Why, you might ask, has this stress testing been implemented? We have in Canada probably one of the worst records for borrowing and indebtedness by any nation in the world, and the federal government has become concerned about that because any shocks to the economy might make it very difficult for people to meet their debt responsibilities, in which case that would have an impact on the economy as a whole. So what they've done with these new stress tests is create a worst case scenario, a scenario that is worse than the level at which you will be actually paying your mortgage, a worst case scenario designed to deal with what may happen when your mortgage comes up for renewal and interest rates are higher than what they currently are. From a real estate perspective, one has to ask, what impact will this have on the real estate market? It's difficult to pinpoint exactly what the impact will be. I think it is fair to say that with an 18% reduction in your borrowing power, buyers will probably have to look at properties that are less expensively priced than they otherwise would have, because now they will be qualifying for a lesser mortgage amount because of the new stress tests. So in concrete terms, if someone was looking to buy a property, say at the average sale price for a Toronto property of around $750,000, they probably now will have to downscale that amount by approximately 18% in terms of a new purchase price. So we will probably see a balancing of average sale prices. They're not likely to go up as high as we've seen them go up over the recent past. And at the same time, from the purchaser's perspective, their threshold for what they can buy will have to come down to a lower level than was the case in 2017 and earlier. So that, in a nutshell, is the new stress test, mortgage stress tests, and the impact that they will have on our real estate marketplace. Thank you.